Hi guys, welcome back to part 3 of the tutorial on menus and in-game settings. Today we're working a little bit on a slider widget in the options menu to set some rendering options. Last time we worked on menus, creating them, as well as switching between different widgets. Today we're going to take that a little bit to a new level. We also handled some settings, some in-game settings, so hopefully you guys watched the previous video so you know what's going on. I'm actually continuing from where I was last time. Yeah, thank you very much for the support, by the way. It's been amazing. I really do like making these videos and it's pretty fun for me, so thanks a lot guys. Alright, so what we have is the following. We have the main menu scene that looks like this, with a new game, level select, options that can change and they will stay throughout. Next would be, what we're going to do now is when you press play and you click on new game, firstly we're going to add a quick loading screen, or maybe next part, but right now we're going to do a pause menu and an options menu within the pause menu. Alright, now it's pretty simple. All you have to do is you're going to go to options, you're going to go to graph and you're going to scroll down. First of all, I'm going to delete this. Sorry, I was playing around with it a bit earlier. So you're going to create a new variable called previous widget. Alright. Okay, well, it seems like my caps is on. Previous widget. Okay, there we go. The variable type is widget class. User widget under class. Alright, so you're going to save. And then I'm going to compile. And we're going to go back to the designer. I'm going to add a button. No, I'm going to just add it here. And then I'm going to add text within that button. And the text will say back. Alright, so I'm doing this very sloppy because I don't actually have too much time. So on click of this button, what we're going to do is we're going to say remove from parent. This is going to remove the actual widget. Okay, compile. Then it's, sorry, should I turn this down a bit? Perfect, a bit more maybe. There we go. Alright, cool. Now you can't hear my keyboard that much. But so yeah, you're gonna remove the widget. Then you're going to create a widget, and the class will be previous widget. And then you're gonna take the return value and add to viewport. Okay, that's done. Next, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to main menu. When you click on options, you're gonna go to unclicked. And when you create this, sorry about that. When you create this, you're going to drag out the return value of create options, and you're going to say the following. You're going to say set previous widget. That's it. So you're going to set the previous widget and you're going to select the class. This is the main menu, so you're going to select main menu. Complete. Alright, next. What we're going to do is we're going to take, okay, so we're going to create a new widget now. I'm going to go right click, user interface, widget blueprint, and then in-game menu. Save, and go into it. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to add a, where is it? Alright, vertical box, there it is. Anchor it to center. And let's go 450, yeah, good enough, and 600, perfect. Alright, now minus what, 225, yeah, there we go, and minus 300, perfect. Alright, So now we have a box. Now what we need is 3 buttons. 2, 3, and then text within each one of the buttons. So there we go. Alright, I'm not going to name the buttons, but I'm just going to change the text. So this will be resume, this will be options, alright, and this is quit to menu. Alright, now how do we access the menu? Alright, let's quickly make this just a little bit more pretty. So let's go 20 pixels of padding. Perfect. Alright, so from main menu, what happens? We go into the game and then our character spawns, correct? Yes, that's exactly what happens. Alright, so then what we're going to do is we're going to go edit, project settings, input. Next, add an input. I'm going to delete this one quickly. Add an input named pause game, and I'm going to add 2. Main reason being because if I press escape inside the editor, it will close the game that's in the editor. So what I do is I add another button called the end button. It's on next to your page up, page down usually. Right, now we have those 2. We're gonna go, I'm gonna right click, type in pause, and then look for action events. You're gonna click on input, action, pause game. On press, I'm going to say game, set, and paused. I'm gonna say yes, it's paused. Then you're gonna get the player controller, and from the player controller you are going to say disable input. Alright, oops, there we go. And the player controller has to be plugged in. Alright, after disabling the input, you want to also drag another node from get player controller and show mouse cursor, set to show mouse cursor to on, not true in this case, and then set the input mode to UI only, and the target will be that. Alright, compile. So now pausing the game will literally just pause the game and disable the input and enable the mouse. After it has done that, what we're going to do is we're going to create a widget. There we go. Class will be your in-game menu. There it is. And the return value will add to viewport. Alright, done. That's the pause. That's the pause menu. So watch what happens. We're going to go new game. It's going to load the level. Look around, and I'm going to press end on my keyboard, but in game you press escape, and then it will create this. Okay, buttons don't do anything yet, but that's basically the gist of it. Alright, so now from the in-game menu, what we're going to do is on the resume button, on the on-clicked event, we're going to say set game paused to not true, then get player controller, then you're gonna enable input also on the player controller. After enabling the input, what did we disable? Yes, show mouse cursor. So I have to drag it from the return value here, show mouse cursor to false, and then set input to game only, target is player again. Alright, after that we actually have to remove from parent, which is just removed from the viewport, the in-game menu. Alright, so let's pause and resume the game. So pausing and resuming. Pausing and resuming. Perfect. Next, on options, I'm going to say unclicked, remove from parent, self, so you're destroying the pause widget. Then you're going to create a widget, and the class would be options, and then that you're going to add to viewport. Alright, and that's the options done. So now we should be able to spawn some options. Let's see, end or escape and options. Alright, now back does not work. Why does it not work? Because it does not get set. So now that we've created the in-game menu, on the return value after creating the widget, you're going to drag it out and type in set previous widget, and you're going to go from there and select the in-game menu. Alright, we've done this on the main menu, and now we've done it in the in-game menu. So let's go back to new game, pause, options, back. Alright, and then resume and we can continue. Good. Pause, options, back. Quit to menu does not work. Let's quickly make that work. So on quit to menu, unclicked, it's very simple. Just drag out the execute node, sorry, that's the word, and type in open level, and this one, and the level is called main menu. And now that we have the main menu set up, we can, oh, not the main menu, right? The in-game menu. Let's quickly do a quick test on it. So let's see, end, resume, end, options. And by the way, the options work in here as well. This is the did you know kind of thing. And then quit to main menu. Oh, that's what I forget. Alright, so after clicking that, we remove from parent, of course. Alright, compile. That is done. So that is the very simple pause menu. We were gonna cover something else. Oh yes. Okay, so let's quickly go back to our options widget. We can add a horizontal box to the vertical box. So horizontal box will have two text fields and the slider. Alright, so the slider is before it fills. Alright, so this text block, I'm not going to name him, I'm just going, it's called resolution scale, sorry, not quality, scale. Okay, awesome. This is actually a percentage, if anything, so we'll leave that as is for now. Let's save. Now, resolution scale is part of the scalability reference. So it is under here. It's the first thing that actually pops up besides the scalability settings. So it uses percentage. Okay, so it takes a value from 10 to 100 with -1 being 100, which means that this has to be turned into a value from 0 to 100. Well, from 0.1 to 10% and up. So this changes from a float of point something to a percentage. That's what we're doing. So on value changed, you can add that there. What you're going to do is you're going to say value. You're going to times it by an integer of 100. Then we're going to create a variable called resolution scale. It is a string, and we're going to drag that in as a set and we're going to set this to a string, and then from that we're going to execute console command, and that console command will be the actual string. So you can't just plug this straight back in, you have to make a custom string. So what you're going to do is you're going to right click and type in string and then append. Alright, and you're going to make you're going to make a copy of it. Then you're going to take the return value, plug it into A, take the return value from this multiplier and add it into B, and then you're going to type here from the scalability reference, it is r.screen percentage. Alright, you're going to put that in here, and you're going to add a space here, and that's it. You're going to plug this resolution value into the resolution scale, so the return value, and you're done. Alright, now this is the text. If you notice under context it says bind. What you do is you can create a binding, and what you're going to do is you're going to click on return mode, and this is going to be not text but a string. Actually, okay, yeah, a string is fine. Alright, so you're going to take the you're going to find the slider on here, which is there. You're going to get the slider, and you're going to type in get value, and then you're going to do the exact same thing times int by 100. Oops. Then we're going to say append, not array, sorry, a little bit fast there, append string, and you're going to take the return value from there. Okay, return value goes into here. The return value from the multiplier goes into the first part, so I like to sort my blueprints a little bit better. And here, what we're going to do is we're going to say percentage, and that's it. Save, compile, and let's see. I'm going to click play, options, 1000. Alright, there we go, 79. Alright, you'll see that this changes the value as it goes. Alright, now, one more thing that we're going to have to do. We actually have to floor it, so it doesn't go over a certain value. So, this return value, you're going to clamp it first. We're going to clamp the float from minimum to 0. No, minimum will be 0.1. Oops. 0.1. Maximum will be 100. You're going to put that in there. Okay. Otherwise, you're going to get errors. Then, on this, you're first going to floor, and then return that instead. So now it will give you a round number. Alright, and you can do that in here as well. So you can get this value, clamp it, minimum, maximum, take this, put it in there, and this you can floor, take this out, put that in, there we go, it's alright. Okay, now let's move on. Quickly adjust this again, there we go. Alright, compile, now let's try again. So options, you see now it comes up to 100, and goes down to a minimum of 10. Back, exit. Alright, please see something, and you see it actually stays as a persistent setting. So, oh yes, we have to change this. So the value here must actually be 1. Alright, there we go. I set it to 10 by accident. Okay, that's done. You can do that with anything that requires like a value. Like you can do it with view distance, You can do it with it. So if it doesn't have like 0, 1, 2, 3 or 2, 4, 6 or 0 obviously, if it has any range from 0 to 100 or 0.1 to 1, you use that. Alright, let's see. Sorry, it's busy here today. Alright. Now, what else did I say we're going to cover? We've covered the pause menu, we've covered the options in pause menu, and we've covered the slider. Alright, I think that's pretty much it. Scalability reference, once again I'll leave a link in the description. And thank you for watching. You guys have been an amazing audience. Please do leave a comment or a like if this helped you or you found this helpful, obviously. Or if you haven't seen it before, you can subscribe. But please do leave a like, it helps me quite a lot. Thank you very much, and I'll see you guys next time.